Welcome to the Quantum Shift podcast, where we explore stories, insights, and transformations of people who are creating meaningful impact in the world. A quantum shift is a significant change in perspective, direction, identity, or circumstance that moves you to a new level of possibility. I'm your host, Keren Kilgore, author, coach, publisher, and founder of Quantum Shift Media, where our mission is to help people unlock their full potential and share their message with the world. Each episode, I sit down with authors, coaches, speakers, and business owners who are making a difference, one bold shift at a time. So whether you're ready to launch your book, expand your influence, or create your own quantum shift, you're in the right place. Our guest is Theresa Thomas. Welcome, Theresa. It's so good to have you.
Thank you so much, Keren. I'm excited to be here.
That's great. So tell us about what you do, a little bit about you, and what you feel called to do.
Okay, well, back in the 90s, I got very ill with environmental sensitivities, and I couldn't go out of my house without a mask on for a decade.
Wow.
And through that is actually where a lot of the shifts occurred for me. And I did get the message way back then in 2010, I think it might have been, or 2000, to write a book, but it didn't really sink in until 2018, 2020.
Okay.
My big passion is to educate people about the synthetic chemicals in the world and reducing those so that our bodies have strong immune system, vibrancy, and we can thrive and have healthy and happy lives.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
Good. And your inspiration came from your own health. I mean, you had,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Okay.
when I was really sick, I didn't think anything like that. But when I was told to write the book, I thought, well, what would I do? And then we had a big, uh, large population injury with environmental illness
Oh,
in a hospital here in Halifax
mm,
back in the early 90s. And that group, one of those groups, started the No Sense is Good Sense campaign.
mm.
It had this cute little skunk holding a little poster saying, No sense is good sense.
Okay. That's
Well,
great.
what happened was the sale of fragrances went plummeted here in Nova Scotia
Oh,
because at that time we were only 1 million people, and pretty well everybody knew somebody of the 800 people or knew of somebody of the 800 people who had gotten ill.
wow.
So um, the fragrance toiletry and cosmetics company, a foundation, sent people to town to find out,
Wow.
what this was all about. And we said, well, people are using too many scents and we're sick. And they said, oh yeah, but it's just those little old ladies putting on too much perfume and etc. Which of course got all of our hackles up because we were mostly middle-aged women.
Mm.
And then he said, well, who funds the posters? And Rona Cathcart, who was the president of the Nova Scotia Nurses Union at the time, she sits at the table. Well, we make them ourselves and we put them up everywhere we go. So then he realized that they were not going to be able to influence some department of government or something to stop funding this. And I was at the end of the table where they were sitting. And he came and sat down and said to his colleague, we'll have to start advertising to the children.
Oh,
This was in 1998.
wow. Wow.
And I said, if I win the lotto, I'm going to put an ad on the Super Bowl,
Wow.
or but we weren't well enough, and we didn't have any
Yeah.
money. We couldn't really
Right.
counteract that.
Right.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
that was really the clincher for me.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very defining moment right there. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Very defining.
yeah, very
Hmm.
defining.
Hmm.
Did you ever feel like giving up? What kept you going?
Uh, I think it's my personality type.
Yeah.
I used to call myself a triple A personality, but I think I'm just I have a lot of drive, perseverance, persistence.
Yeah.
All of those things are just
Yeah.
inborn in me.
So tell us about your book. Tell us what's in it and why people need to read it. How's it going to really impact them? Yeah.
So it's called From Toxic to Green, the New Parenting Guide for Maximum Family Health. So it's really focused on parents and children, but many of the chapters are for everybody. And I will be making books for men, women, teens, seniors, and pet owners who will do anything for their pets that they won't do for themselves.
True. It's true. It's really true. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
So it goes through the basics
Okay.
of just reducing the scents,
Okay.
scent-free laundry, scent-free dish detergent,
Okay.
and then getting more environmentally friendly cleaning products,
Great.
and then your foods and the other parts of the house, and it looks at the impact of everything from carpeting to air exchange systems. And
Okay.
then I go into the great outdoors where we often have pesticides
Mhm.
and alternatives to traditional health
Mhm.
and the body, mind, spirit,
Mhm.
and being able to, well, connect to your own purpose, your own dreams, and your
Yeah.
own gifts,
Yeah.
and find a way to do that and still stay living in the world as it
Yeah.
is, not
Very
get
good.
caught up in all the
Yeah.
hoo-ha of the world.
Yeah. So, do you coach people? Do you do consulting? Okay. Tell-
Yes, I can do anything from I've got a group which is focusing now on professional women 40 and plus who may have had some situation happen, whether it was a health incident like I had, divorce, or not getting that promotion or being overlooked,
Mm.
and reviewing, okay, what am I going to do with my life? And so we'll be working on those dreams, but also incorporating changing your own home environment at the same time
Yeah.
and going on to the body, mind, spirit, and then the vision for the future.
Beautiful.
So I'm doing that in a program. And then I can go into anybody's house via Zoom or
Okay.
FaceTime or whatever and go through 3 rooms and tell you what you can change there to make it environmentally better for yourself.
Beautiful.
And I can work one-on-one or in groups.
Okay. And what do you love doing the most?
Um, well, I think I just love talking to people and hearing their stories, and I can help anybody anyway. I just love helping people.
Yes. Good. I
Hmm.
can feel that. I can feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I can
My
feel
neighbor said to me one day, "Oh, I figured out who you are. You're a helper."
that. That's good.
I think that's it. That's it.
Good. And you're writing more books. You're writing one for men and one for great. And when are they coming out?
Well, they'll be a little later because I have to work with this uh, big program, but they'll be coming out relatively quickly
Okay.
because one of my teachers said, "Well, I can't imagine what else you would say, but if you think about women, we've got all of the hair dye, makeup, implants, transplants, uh, all the kinds of things, endocrine disruptors that happen around menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. So there's so many things that aren't addressed in the other book.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then men are having midlife crises, which are physical as well, that we're just beginning to understand, right? And seniors, a lot of the seniors now, like myself, we grew up in the 50s
Mm-hmm.
or even the 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pre
Mm-hmm.
um, a lot of chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have exposures to that. But as our life goes on, we've had more and more exposures. And then all of a sudden, one woman said to me, I get a headache every time I use the glass cleaner. I
Mm-hmm.
said, well, you got to go back to vinegar and water,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
if we have this stuff
Yeah.
building up and
Yeah.
building up, and
Yeah.
then we're sleeping in scented sheets and pillows,
Yeah.
and our body doesn't get a chance to cleanse out every night. So
Good. Okay.
for everybody, there's something. And teens, I'll have to find some teens.
Okay. Good.
But
Good.
the teens are. I had a early 20-year-old living with me for a while, and he said, "Oh, we don't care about the environment. It's hopeless. There's nothing we can do." And I was really quite
Mhm.
shocked, And so there's a whole mindset thing that has to happen, and maybe um, being able to feel like they can take control of their bodies and their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So how has this journey changed you, like emotionally or spiritually or even professionally even?
Well, it's given me a purpose,
Mm,
which I see a lot of people who don't have a purpose
mm,
later in life or after an illness, they just kind of give
mm.
up and that's that. But
Yeah.
I was always determined to um, stay involved. I was involved the whole time I was sick, helping people. And then
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
just you have to say the question again. Yeah.
Yeah, just, how did this change you emotionally, spiritually, professionally?
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess, I got more confidence. Um,
Mhm.
I did a lot of deep personal work
Mhm.
during my healing. I had to do a lot of deep personal work,
Mhm.
which then shifts a whole lot of the belief systems from when you were a kid
Mhm.
and realigns those
Mhm.
questions into
Mhm.
um, more self-empowering.
Mhm. What
And
was,
I studied A Course in Miracles
oh,
for many
beautiful,
years
beautiful,
and studied with Sandy Levy-Landine, who does really deep
beautiful,
transformative courses.
beautiful.
So, and then thinking about, okay, I had a daughter and was, of course, working with her, helping her while she went through school. And then after she went to university, I said, okay, well, what am I going to do with my life?
Mhm.
Well, you better do something meaningful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're doing that and you're helping people. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes. Hmm.
Um, so talk about one of the mindset shifts you had to make. You said you did some mindset
Oh,
work.
yes.
Yeah,
Well,
what's something you had
the,
to let go of or
this was
and
the, the
that's a quantum shift. You're making a quantum
yes,
shift that really, yeah, what talk
that's
about
right.
one of them. Yeah.
And it's a rather embarrassing one, but from being the victim
Ah,
to not being the victim.
beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
part of that was a
Beautiful.
belief system that, um, and Marianne Williamson talks about this. She uses the bus stop,
Mm,
but I believe there's a big table. We all sit around and say, I'll come. So I said, I'll come and be the victim.
mm,
Well, then I had to, and I guess part of the contract was, and I'll change that in my lifetime somehow, right?
mm,
But we think that, oh, it's going to be easy to do that and I can change it, but it wasn't easy. It took a lot of deep work
mhm.
and, just looking in the mirror and saying, oh, really?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if that explains it, but that
Yeah,
was the
it
biggest one.
does. Yeah, it
Oh, good.
does. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you played that role for so long, it became part of your identity, and that's not who you
Yes. You don't even know that you're doing it.
exactly. You don't even know that that's become so much of your identity. And it really takes awareness to be able to see it, to be able to shift it. So well done.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
done. Yeah,
Thank
well
you.
done. That's
Hmm.
good. That's good. Um, so what breakthrough or success or story are you celebrating?
Um, well, I think I'm celebrating believing that I know enough that I can go forward. I don't have to do much more learning. I've been studying hard for a long time, and maybe now it's time just to,
Okay.
fly on my own wings.
Okay. Absolutely.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I say there's the wing of grace and the wing of self-effort. And
Yes,
you need both. You can't do one or you're going in circles. And
that's very true.
you can't do it
Yeah.
by yourself. You need the wing of grace and your higher power to help support it. So beautiful.
Yes.
That's good.
Hmm.
Okay, good.
I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what legacy or ripple effect are you wanting to leave in the world?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I've got a big dream,
Okay.
which
Good.
is the hashtag Green Street. And I was just speaking with another podcaster, and she said maybe kind Green Street, but at least hashtag Green Street,
Okay.
which would be, your block, but then all agree we're not going to use fragrance products.
Great.
So, because, in the drier vents, we're getting hazardous air pollutants that we're all breathing when we walk down the street. So
Yeah.
um, no more scented products that are going out into the community, and no more pesticides. And
Mhm.
then that would qualify your block to be a green street.
Great. Great.
Yeah. So
Great.
little green street rewards.
Hey, I love that. And I like Green Street. I think that's simple. I
It's
like,
enough.
and
Yeah.
there's the blue zone. It's similar to the
Oh,
blue zone. And
what's that?
that's where the healthy and longevity people that are the healthiest and live the longest are in blue zones around the world. And
Oh,
so do a little exploring on that. But that's
yes.
similar to what you're doing. So I love the Green Street. That's great.
Yes.
That's
Yes. So that's what I want to get out and get people excited about.
yeah, yeah. I love it. I love that. That's good. And
Mhm.
that'd be a beautiful legacy. I mean, that's
Wouldn't
a
it?
yeah,
Yes. They can
absolutely.
live without me. I don't know how much time you have left, but
We have a few minutes. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm connected with this fellow from West Africa.
Uh-huh.
And, over there, plastic was introduced for selling things.
Yeah,
And everybody just throws the plastic on the ground because they always threw everything on the ground because it
yeah,
would decompose and
yeah.
just go back to nature.
But not
So
that.
anyway, I've been working with him
Yeah.
just as friends, but he's relying on me as kind of a guide.
Okay.
And 2 weekends ago, he had the whole village. He bought everybody masks, and he had the whole village come out and sweep the streets. And they're dirt streets, and they have brooms made of branches and stuff. But 300 people
Oh,
came out and
beautiful.
swept the streets, and they got all the plastic into a little building.
Wow.
And then there's another group called trashybagsafrica.com from Ghana, and they make things out of these
Out of the
plastic bags.
plastic. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
So this community is going to start making things themselves and selling them.
Right.
It's so
And
exciting.
where in Africa? Where
Well,
in
that's either in, I'm so embarrassed. It's either in Senegal or Sierra Leone. He's right on the border of one, and I'm not sure,
okay.
by the Gambia, whichever one's beside the Gambia.
Okay. My husband and I lived in Kampala in
Oh,
Uganda for a
oh,
while. And so I know
look at
all
you.
about the dirt streets and
Yes,
the thatched huts and yeah, and yeah, it was
yes,
interesting time. We enjoyed that. Uh,
yes,
so beautiful. That's great. And that's definitely Green Street. I mean, you could, yeah, promoting that. I love it. That's great.
yes. Maybe I should tell them that maybe I should give them the first certificate.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, and
Yeah,
get them on a video call and promote it. That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. That's good. So, so how can listeners connect with you and work with you? And
So,
also tell about your free gift. We have something free to give listeners. So tell about
yes, okay. If they go to the sleepsmartsystems.com, they will get an introduction to how to make their bedroom environmentally safe and healthy.
great. Great.
And it's a great product. And I'm happy to give that to as many people as possible.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
Beautiful. And to work with you, what's the best way to get hold of you?
Well, Teresa at fromtoxictogreen.com.
Okay.
And there are some links on my webpage that I hope are working from toxictogreen.com.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I'm
And
also on LinkedIn,
okay.
and I might be more active on Instagram by the time your podcast airs.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Hmm.
And we'll get people in touch with you.
Good.
And
Thank you.
what's one thing you want listeners to remember?
Well, the big thing I think in the quantum leap uh, mode is just to be your authentic self.
Mm.
Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Just be connected to your own heart and your own knowing,
Yeah.
because we all do have that knowing if we open the door and listen.
Yes, exactly. Knowing who you are and
Yes,
staying centered in that. I can't emphasize that enough. And the
exactly.
world will be a better place if we do that. Absolutely. And I
Absolutely. Yes.
appreciate how you're doing that, Teresa. I can feel it. It's beautiful. It's
Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
Thank you for being with me today. So
Thanks, Karen.
thank you for joining us on the Quantum Shift podcast. I hope this conversation sparks something in you. A reminder that your story, your voice, your purpose have the power to shift not only your life, but the world around you. If you're ready to unlock your potential and share your message in a bigger way, I invite you to connect with me at quantumshiftmedia.com. Together, we'll transform your story into impact, income, and inspiration for others. Until next time, keep creating, keep rising, and remember every moment is an opportunity to make your own quantum shift.